Welcome to Wilco Whites. I'm Sean, and let's look at the Sheffield Wednesday game. Leeds winning 3-0. Nice, easy, steady game for us. Lineups. Now, it was what I predicted. I would have liked to see Darlow in goal, but we all knew Meslier were going to start. Ampadu put in at centre of defence for the injured Strike, which is what we knew were going to happen with Daniel Farke. He likes Ampadu. He'll get him in the team. Don't matter where he plays. He's his captain. He wants him playing. Even though we've got Max Lober sat on the bench. Is he fully fit, Max Lober? Is he struggling to be able to play 90 minutes with his knee issues? Does this mean we need a new defender? I think it does. I think it shows that we are one injury away from having a bit of a crisis. Ampadu got man of the match yesterday. No questions. He can play there. He does well. But I still would like to see him in midfield. So the team was as we expected. Bynum coming in at left back, Bogle back in at right back, Tanaka, Rothwell, Aronson, James, Solomon and Pirot up top. Sheffield Wednesday, I'm not going to go through all their teams, but I was surprised Josh Windass, who's been doing really well in the number 10 position for them, scoring 10 goals this season, 2 assists, actually was the lone striker this game. He changed it about. When they played like a 4-2-3-1 formation. How tall are their players, Sheffield Wednesday? And then you've got, little Barry Bannon sat in middle at Park. But yeah, really tall team, and I thought they'd really, especially from corners, I thought they'd really punish us on corners, but they didn't. Looking at some stats, They did have a bit of the possession. They had nearly 40% possession. Did Sheffield Wednesday? Us running out with like 60%. We had 16 total shots, 5 shots on target, 2 big chances. They had 6 total shots, 3 shots on target. So we did nullify them, and we did defend really well. I thought it was a surprise. It was a surprise really, because I did feel Sheffield Wednesday had a goal in them. I really liked how they set up Sheffield Wednesday. The sort of really pressed high up, and you could see they like to close down in sort of like units. Units are like 3 or 4, and I like that. I think Danny Rowe's I like how he sets up, how he changes it for different teams. They also move the ball really quick. They've got some good players. I thought in like Gassama and Musaba, really good players. Shea Charles, it's a shame he's going to have to go back, because he's going to be a big miss for them. A really good player is Shea Charles. Someone I'd like to see at Leeds United. I think he's got a bright future. So all in all, go through the goals. The goal came on the 3rd minute, which is a great start for us. We know we get that early goal, then it's very difficult for teams to break us down and to get back into the game. We always win, don't we, when we score first? That's what it is at the minute. The ball through by Rothwell, I don't think that's had as many plaudits as it should, because it were a great ball through. It nearly got Aronson in. Keeper obviously he's had to come out. He's had to get something on it. Maybe he should have pushed it wide. Could have pushed it wide, but he hasn't. He's pushed it back into a dangerous area, and the man Solomon's there to hit home into a basically open goal. And there were a couple of Sheffield Wednesday players on the line, weren't they? But he slotted it home. And but yeah, the keeper he couldn't really do much more about that. But if that were Mez doing it, then we would have been giving him some stick. Talking about Elan Meslier, 8th minute, a corner for Sheffield Wednesday, which this is why, and it's not going to be Meslier beating this, but this is why we need another keeper in, because he just makes me so nervous. every time the ball goes near our area and near him. Again, he's trying to come out and punch the ball, and he's trying to come through 2 or 3 of our players to get to it, with to no avail. And it's just leaving our goal wide open. You know, it's really, his decision making is really poor. His positioning's poor. His kicking isn't what it used to be. We know this. I'm not telling you anything that nobody knows. But, you know, when he first signed and he were pinging them balls out to left and right and they were inch perfect to feet, just not happening anymore. That is it. And yeah, it is sad to see him like this. But, you know, there is going to be another mistake in him. It's going to come. Half me wants it to happen, because then it's going to have to force Farke to make a change in that area. But you don't really want to wish it on players to make mistakes. I just think for the best thing for the team is for him to be out of the team. It makes the defence nervous as well. It's plain to see. But anyway, move on. On the 12th minute, Sheffield Wednesday did have a shot on goal. They worked the ball really well, and a shot could come in. I'm not sure. I can't remember who shot at it, but it was held by Melier, and I wasn't at the ground, but I'm sure there was a round of applause for him actually holding onto the ball. Sarcastic round of applause, obviously. Then on the 18th minute, Josh Windass got put clean through. Well, I would say clean through, but he had plenty of space in that central area. Ampadu come across and makes a fantastic tackle. It had to be spot on, and he got it spot on, especially with this referee that we had, because he'd be a poor referee. I'm not going to harp on about referees because we get them every week nearly. We've had maybe 1 or 2 decent refs this season, if that. But overall, the officiating of referees all across England at the minute is really bad. In the Premier League, they get away with it because they've got VAR to fall back on, and if they didn't have that, I think we would see how poor it is, and that's something that needs to be addressed in the future. I thought it was a really open game, especially that first half. Sheffield Wednesday, again, good on the ball, moving it quick. I thought good individual players. When they do get forward, they like to get bodies in the box. Really, really, really good attacking team. Again, we nullified them though, but I honestly think they're going to be fine this season. And if they can just change some of these draws into wins, Sheffield Wednesday could push further up the table. Touch on Brendan Aronson. He infuriated me a little bit this game. I marked down 3 times. He lost the ball by holding on to it too long. He does everything right. It's like, my analogy of him is, it's like when you're playing football, when you first start playing football in a school playing ground, and you get hold at ball and you don't want to let go of it, and you've got all your mates around you going, pass to me, no, pass to me, and you don't. You keep hold of it too long because you just want to keep hold at ball. And that's what it reminds me of. It gets right excited because he's got the ball, and the amount of times he can just let it go, move the ball on, pass it, and he waits and waits and waits and gets tackled, and we lose possession. That's his downside. Honestly, really poor game from Aronson today. He did bits, but nothing. He could have done so much better. He could have done, and we need that intelligence in his number 10, and that's what I sometimes don't think he's got. That intelligence to think, right, now release it. You know? So, yeah, poor from Aronson today. And maybe he needs a bit of time out of the... well, not drop it. Maybe just a bit of a rest. You know, I'd like to see Ramazani playing in there, and we'll touch on Ramazani because he was great when he came on. Solomon can play in there, but I like Solomon on that left-hand side. I think that's where he's more deadliest. But anyway, second goal came. Substitute. We had to wait till 88th minute as well, which was a worry. especially with having our keeper in goal, you never know what's going to happen. I was starting to get a bit panicky, and we needed that second goal. Thankfully, it came. None too involved. He sends Bogle down the wing, who I thought had a good game, Bogle. He put it across to Ramazani, who had a lot of work to do. And he finds that smallest bit of space. I think it actually goes through one of the defenders' legs, and he puts it in bottom corner. Great finish. And the pressure just lifted then, and we were fine. Then a couple of minutes later, we get the third. It was a corner, which, yeah, we don't score from corners, but we can class this one as. Joseph, now I don't know whether he meant to head that back, or at 50p head, he would have meant to head it back across goal, and it didn't. I have to watch that back again, but either way, he headed it back. Ramazani shoots from the edge of the box. It goes through everybody, but Tanaka's there, and he just puts a little tap on it, and he puts it in. Great finish. So game finished 3-0. 15th clean sheet of the season. I was surprised that Windass came off for Sheffield Wednesday, and they put the tall striker on. I can't remember what we're called, Ugby or something like that, who hasn't even scored this season or assisted. So they took the top goal the striker off. I mean, Windass weren't having the best of games, but we nullified him. Ampadu was solid today. He got the man of the match, like I say, got man of the match. But I still thought it was surprising that they took Windass off, which I thought helped us as well. And that was it. It's put us obviously a point above now. We're really, as form's good. We've got Norwich next on Wednesday, which isn't going to be an easy game. It'll be a tougher game than what was against Sheffield Wednesday. So maybe there's going to be a bit of rotation there. I think Aronson did look like he picked up a knock. Again, I'd like to see Ramazani starting. I think he played 7 minutes. I mean, 7 minutes injury. There was 7 minutes injury time, wasn't there? So he's actually probably played more. He probably played about 9-10 minutes, getting a goal and getting an assist as well. It's gone down as an assist, hasn't it? But I'd like to see more of him. I think he's going to really kick on now. We just need to try and get him in the minutes, and I do believe he can play in that 10 position. Even though we do want a 10, a normal, natural 10. I think we need a striker. Again, if Pirro gets injured, who else have we got? Joseph did all right when he came on, to be fair, and he didn't head that ball back, but he worked hard, and he just does what he does. He just works hard and runs about, and Pirro did fine. I thought his link-up play were good. A couple of times chesting it down, and overall, it were a good 3-0. Maybe 3-0 flattered us a little bit, but 2-0 definitely. 2-0 definitely. Because I thought Sheffield Wednesday did all right, and they came to play, which is fair enough. And sometimes that suits us. Teams that want to come and have a go. Like I said, teams can sit, and it's up to us to break them down, or they can come and have a go, and we'll just get them on counter-attack. So, good 3-0 win, puts us in a good position. I think we've scored 51 goals now. Flying. We've just got to keep this momentum going. And I think Pascal Struijk has is it the scan midweek? Is it probably Wednesday or something like that? And we're going to see how long he's going to be out for. If it is long-term, 3 months, then I can see us definitely doing business for a central defender. We've got to. With that said, the issues with Voba and Ampadu's in there, but his makeshift is Ampadu for me. So that's it. I'm going to do a Norwich preview tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So I will speak to you